Hi, I'm Amanda Wong,
And I'm Adam Manji.
and our 61B project is called Badass Princess Needs a Nap. We can start by creating a new world by pressing N, and it will prompt us to enter a random seed. So let's enter like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then we press S. And then now we have a randomly generated new world.
So to move around and interact with the world, we can press the WASD keys, so we can see ourselves moving around. Now let's test out the loading and saving features by putting ourselves in this corner so we can remember where we are. We can save the game by pressing colon and then Q to quit. So now if we load the game back up, and we try to load the game from our save state, we should see ourselves back in that corner. Yep, we're right there. So now we can continue to move around with the WASD keys, and we can also see our controls in the top right in the heads-up display, or the HUD. Additionally, we can also see our inventory, in which we have nothing right now, and a descriptor in the top left, which shows a description of the tile that you're currently hovering over. For example, I'm right now looking at the floor next to my player, and I'm looking at you, which is the player, or I could look at the wall, and regardless of what I'm looking at, the HUD will tell me a bit about the tile.
So the goal of the game is to get the princess to the bed, and in order to do that, you must find a key that is hidden in one of the many chests placed randomly around the world. Each chest can contain either a map, which allows players to remember where they have been by displaying tiles that have already been displayed, a flashlight, which increases the radius of the amount of tiles that players can see, a key, which unlocks the door of the room that contains the bed, and lastly, three different types of weapons: a flamethrower, a bomb, or a bow and arrow. And all of these items will show up in the inventory once you obtain them. As you can see, we found the map and it's in the inventory, and when you move around the world, the parts that you've been stay lit up. There are also enemies within the world, which are these guards. If you touch a guard, you die and it will respawn from where you first entered the world. And thankfully, you gotta keep your inventory still. And you can also kill off these guards with the weapons you obtain from the chests.
So now we'll try to move around the world and make our way through to the end by finding the final room with the bed in it and sleeping on the bed. So as Amanda was saying, to get through, we'll probably need to look in some chests to try and find that key. So I see a chest right here. I found a bow, which is one of the weapons. Let's test it out. We can see the arrow being shot and missing, but that's okay. We can try it again. Our items recharge after a while, and after a certain amount of time, we can see it back in the inventory. So now we can try to shoot the bow again, and we can see we hit that guard, so they disappear. We'll continue exploring to try and find both the key and the bed. We can see here the hallway leads us to a bunch of locked doors, so I'm assuming the bed would be on the other side. Yeah, you can see the bed inside the room there, so now I gotta try and find this key. So I'll keep traveling around this world, and I get hit by a guard, but that's okay, we can respawn and keep on traveling. I found the key, so that means I can go into the room. As we can see, the doors that were once there are now gone, and the room is now accessible from the other hallways. But I'm going to keep traveling a bit just so I can try and find maybe one or two of the other items just to demo them. So here I found a bomb, for example. So if we test out this bomb on this guard, we can place it down using 2, and over time we can see the bomb explode. I found another chest. I found a flamethrower. So now if I can try and head towards the final room to get back to that chest, we can see that there are some guards still guarding it. So now I'm going to use this flamethrower using 1 to try and get rid of them and clear a path for myself. Now finally I'm going to use 2 to try and get the guards away. Boom, and now I can win by pressing on the chest. Or on the bed. There we go. It says winner at the top, so we're all good.